Think of time like a loaf of bread. Right now, you are looking at one specific slice. You call this the present. But just because you are focused on that one slice doesn't mean the rest of the loaf, the past and the future, doesn't exist. This is the concept of the block universe. It suggests that the past, present, and future exist simultaneously. If this is true, the future is not a blank page waiting to be written. It's already there, waiting for you to arrive. And if the future already exists, you aren't living a life. You are merely experiencing a script that has already been written. That sense of becoming someone, that feeling of choosing your path, it might just be the greatest illusion ever created. It sounds like sci-fi, but let's look at the neuroscience. Enter the Libet experiment, perhaps the most disturbing study in the history of human psychology. Benjamin Libet asked participants to move their wrists whenever they felt like it. He measured when they thought they decided to move, and when their brain actually started the process. The result? The brain began preparing the action 350 milliseconds before the conscious self, the you, even knew about it. Your brain decided, and then sent you a memo later to make you feel like you were in charge. Libet's gap was small, but modern technology has widened it into a chasm. In 2008, John Dylan Haynes used fMRI scans. He asked subjects to choose between a left button and a right button. By watching the brain patterns, researchers could predict which button the subject would press. A staggering 7 to 10 seconds before the subject was consciously aware of their choice. 7 seconds, count that. Your brain made a choice. You spent the next 7 seconds thinking you were deciding, but the decision was already made. Some argue, well, maybe I can't start an action freely, but I can stop it. But even that thought, the decision to stop, had to come from somewhere. In reality, your life is being pulled by 3 invisible strings. String number 1, physics. We live in a closed physical world. Every physical event, like your hand raising, has a sufficient physical cause, like a neuron firing. There is no gap in the chain for a magical ghost or spirit to step in and push an atom without violating the laws of physics. Think of it like rolling a die. It looks random. But if you knew the air resistance, the friction of the table, and the exact force of the throw, the result is 100% predictable. You are made of atoms. Atoms obey laws. The Big Bang was the first push. Therefore, the position of every atom in your brain right now is just the inevitable result of the 1000th domino falling. The universe isn't deciding for you. It is just calculating you. String number 2, biology. You feel like you choose your preferences, but science suggests you are merely discovering them. You didn't pick your genes, yet they determine your temperament and intelligence. If your dopamine is naturally low, you choose risk, coffee, or doom scrolling. If it's high, you choose stability. You aren't choosing, you're just chasing chemicals. Here is a terrifying example. A judge is significantly less likely to grant parole right before lunch than after lunch. Why? Because low glucose makes the brain risk-averse. The judge thinks they are making a legal decision based on justice, but their biology is making a decision based on blood sugar. And finally, string number 3, environment. This is the software installed before you were smart enough to reject it. You value education because your environment did. You fear dogs because of a childhood scare. When you make a choice, you are just running the script your hometown and parents wrote for you. Imagine an advanced robot. It must obey its code, the laws of nature. It is limited by its battery, biology. It learns from data, environment. If that robot turns left, did it have free will? Or did the code, the battery, and the data simply converge to make left the only possible output? Now, people try to find hope in quantum mechanics. They say, look, at a quantum level, things are random, they aren't determined. This is the quantum loophole. But be careful what you wish for. Even if your brain's actions are random, does that make them free? If a random number generator controls your legs, you are still a puppet. You're just a chaotic puppet instead of a predictable one. Randomness is not freedom. So, do we have free will? The physics says no. The biology says no. The neuroscience says you are 7 seconds late to the party. Maybe the block universe is real, and we are just watching the movie of our lives for the first time. But it certainly feels like I have a choice. And perhaps for now, that illusion is all we have. I want you to leave a comment below, but only if the universe lets you. Thanks for watching.